Hello everyone, welcome back to Book Bar and welcome to my May TBR. Today I'm going to be talking about all the books that I want to read in May. There are a few readathons happening. There are 3 back-to-back that I know of. We have the Mafia Romance Readathon happening May 5th through the 8th or 9th, something like that. And then we have the Historical Romance Readathon happening from the 9th to the 15th. And then we also have the 72 hours in the Smut Den happening the same weekend as Historical Romance Readathon. So all sorts of fun readathons happening. The Mafia Romance Readathon is hosted by Jenn from Book Refuge, Tori from Novel Life, not Crystal. I'll post it right here, a graphic right here. And the Historical Romance Readathon is Lacey from Lacey Book Lovers, Lisa from Remarkably Lisa, and Jess from PeaceLoveBooks. And then the 72 hours in the Smut Den is Bobby from Bobby Reads, Rye from Rye's Reading Corner, Mel from Mel Lenore Reads, and Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy. So those are 3 readathons that are happening. And then there's the SJM-Along continuing. So I will be doing that. And then I have my Lisa Klepis book club. So I'm going to first go over the books that I have to get to next month. So I have my 2021 Rewind, where I read my favorite books from 2021. And so the first one the one that I'm going to be reading this month is The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hoang. I am obsessed with this cover. I love it so much more than the cartoon cover. I know a lot of people don't like it more because it is like a mass market, but I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. I let my mom borrow it. She took it on an airplane and it got all wonky, but that's okay. And then I have my Lisa Klepis read-along that I do, or my book club that I have. And so we are reading Chasing Cassandra this month. The beautiful Cassandra and Tom Severin. Super excited for this. And then also, which I don't own it yet, but I will, is Devil in Disguise, also by Lisa Klepis. Then for my 22 books to read in 2022, I still have not read To Kill a Kingdom. I don't think I'm going to get to it unless I read it all day Saturday. We'll see. I'm filming this on the Thursday the 28th. I don't remember the day. So I don't know that I'll get this done in April, but if not, I will carry it over. And then I'm also going to be reading Run, Posey, Run by Kate C. Wells. I know that is a dark romance mafia. I'll probably read it during the Mafia Romance Readathon weekend. We shall see. And then we have the SJM-Along. And so the next book to read is we're reading it in publication order. So the next book published after Carter Midnight, which I'm currently reading, was Era of Fire. I'll put it right here. And then after that is A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm not going to say much about Era of Fire because it's the 3rd book in a series. A Court of Thorns and Roses is a kind of Beauty and the Beast retelling where a girl hunts a wolf and ends up having to go live in the land of the Fae. And all sorts of crazy things happen. And yeah, this is the first book in that series. So, Akamath was one of my favorite books from last year. So when we get to that one, that'll be my 22 rewind. But I'm really excited to reread this and read it physically because I read it on ebook. So I'm gonna tab the crap out of this one. And then there are other book clubs that I want to read for the Historical Hellions this month, which is hosted by Jess from PeaceLoveBooks and Samantha from Books with Samantha. They are reading Texas Destiny by Lorraine Heath, so I think I can get the audio of that one, so I'll probably listen to that one. And then the Rake Appreciation Society is reading The Marquess Makes His Move by Diana Quincy. That is hosted by Jenn from the Book Refuge and Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life. I love to read their books that they do for their book club. And then the Cover to Cover book club, which is hosted by Tori from Novel Life and Sam from Sam Reads a Little. They are reading The Girl in 6E, which I think is a thriller. So I don't know if I'll read it or not. We will see. And then, so yeah, those are the book club books that I'm going to read. And then for the Mafia Romance or the Mafia Romance Readathon. It's a create your own bingo board, and so I'm going to try to get these books to fit these prompts. I really want to read Anton by Sophie Lark to continue on my Sophie Lark train. That is the 5th book in the Underworld series, and I know that the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th were her first 4 published. So we'll see. I'm excited, but I don't want to get to it. And then I'm going to read Ruthless Creatures by J.T. Geisinger. This is the Queens of Monsters series. Jenn from the Book Refuge has raved about it. I believe Tori and Jess just read it and they raved about it, so I'm excited to read that. And then I also want to read Mafia Mistress by Millie. I'll put it right here. But I've heard nothing but good things about this. Everyone that has read it has raved about it, so I'm definitely gonna read that one. And then I'm gonna really, I want to read historical romances right now. So I think I'm going to pick up, hopefully during the historical romance readathon, My Darling Duke by Stacey Reed. This is also on my 22 books to read in 2022, but we'll see. This isn't necessarily one that I'm going to pick up for sure, because that week I will also be reading Chasing Cassandra. And so sometimes it's hard to read multiple physical books. But I do have a couple e-arcs from NetGalley that I need to get to. One is A Daring Pursuit by Kate Bateman. And this is the second book from the, I don't remember what it's called, but the first book was Reckless Match, and I read that in February, and I absolutely loved it. So this is the second book in that series. It's 2 warring families, basically rival families. They have to go and meet at this certain spot once a year and shake hands. And if they don't show up, the other one gets their land. So the first book followed 2 people who it was very Romeo and Juliet-esque, without the unhappiness of death at the end. So I really loved it, and I'm excited to read the next one. And then I also have The Scoundrel Falls Hard by Sophie Jordan. I've only read one Sophie Jordan book before, and I enjoyed it. I read The Virgin and the Rogue, I think what it was. And then I read that for the historical romance readathon that happened in December. And so I got approved for this one, so I think I'm gonna pick it up just because it's fun. It sounds fun, and it should be easy and quick. I also have another e-arc, but I have to read the second book in the series before I get to that one, so I'm not gonna talk about it yet. And then for the historical romance readathon, they have a bingo board. I will post it right here. It's kind of hard because I don't know generally tropes that are happening until I'm into the book. And so I'm going to try to fit some of them in, but they do have a group book, and it is The Lion's Lady by Julie Garwood. And I've never read a Julie Garwood, but I own multiple, so I'm excited to get to it and see if I like it. But yeah, I'm going to read that one for sure, and then I'll probably pick up a few. Probably try to find like a Beverly Jenkins to read, because I know one of the prompts is Western. Texas Destiny would also count for that, so we'll see. But yeah, I have a few options there. And then my non-fiction book that I'm going to be picking up is Still Just a Geek by Will Wheaton. It's basically a memoir, and he reads like blog posts back in the day. So we'll see. I also have on hold, which I might come off hold, Ginger Z's memoir. So we'll see. I might pick up one of those. I might pick up something else, but right now that's what I have. And I have checked out from the library For Aunties and a Wedding. I absolutely loved Dial A for Aunties. Then I read that back in January, and I bought it and I gave it to my mom. I had my mom take it and read it, and she read it in like a weekend, and my mom is not a fast reader. She absolutely loved it. So I'm excited to read For Aunties and a Wedding. Get that one read. And then for the 72 hours in the Smut Den, they have like 2 wheels, spinner wheels, and they have a dark wheel and a light wheel. So I've spun already both. I'm gonna try to go with both, because I read both dark romances and I read more contemporary romances. And so I got Forced Proximity for my dark romance, and I'm gonna try to read Still Beating by Jennifer Hartman. I know everyone that has read it loves this book, and so I definitely want to read it. And then for Age Gap, which I got on the light wheel, which is also on the dark wheel, but I got it spun it on the light wheel, I'm gonna pick up Burley by Jess Kane. It's a short, quick novella. It's one of her big boy books, and I believe that that's the one that's the age gap, because I think it's like a father's best friend type of romance. If it ends up not being that one, I will probably go with My Dad's Best Friend by Katie Robert, because that I know is an age gap. So we will see. Oh, and then another book club book I forgot to mention is the Officially Unofficial Book Club, which is hosted by the late night crew of Mel, Rye, and Cass. They're reading The Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James, and so I think I'm able to get it from the library, so I'll probably be joining in on that one as well, which is why I might not join in on the Cover to Cover book club, because I don't know that I could do multiple thrillers in a month, but we'll see. But yeah, that is all I have planned for now. I do have a fun like secret project that I'm working on that will be coming out probably at the end of May, because it's probably gonna take me a while to do. But I have a fun secret project coming out that has books on that one too, that I'm not gonna mention here, but they are on my TBR. So yeah, and then of course I am a mood reader, so who knows. Like I said, I might read this during the Mafia Readathon, or at least the first book, Merciless. I might go with Sinner during 7 Shores and Smut Den. We shall see. I don't know. I do know that I do have some reads that I have to get to, and I will be getting to those. But yeah, I mean, of my physical books that I am reading, it's not that big. Not that bad. But yeah, this is a chunk of what I will be reading in the month of May. Let me know down in the comments what you're going to be reading in the month of May. Let me know if there's anything you think I should pick up, anything you want me to read. Have you read any of these? Are you participating in the SJM-Along or any of the other readathons happening? Because I am pumped for all of them. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It really helps me. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!